Everybody, we're finally broadcasting. This is the pre-show show. I am Alan Warren, and we're going to do something a little bit differently today. I've got my beautiful bride Lisa with me, and Lisa, say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
We're going to do something a little bit different, and we need your help. Yeah, we need your help. Now, we do a 2-hour program every week. We do this Facebook Live, then it is syndicated nationally. And part of our show each week, we try and take you to some place that we think is a really outstanding destination to go and RV and camp. And that's where you come in, all right? So, Lisa, tell them what we're going to be doing for the next week. We need y'all's help.
Okay, we want you to post and let us know where your favorite RV or camping place is. It doesn't matter where it is, just let us know where your favorite place is, and we're going to enter you in, as long as you post, we're going to enter you into our contest to win a prize, $400 prize. So that's nothing to sneeze at. So we're going to... So
hang on. We want to hear where your favorite place to RV is and why.
And why.
Yeah.
Why is it your favorite?
Why it's your favorite place to go RVing. What we got now? You're good?
We had talked about something earlier, so I was just showing you that it's
okay. So it did show up on Goose's deal. All right, so anyway, That's where you can help us. What's going to happen is over the next week, starting tonight, don't do it right now, but starting right after the show, we want you to begin posting your favorite place to RV and camp and why it's your favorite place. You can post it on our Facebook page or across any of any of the
state
group
Facebook
pages.
Group pages, yeah.
So you're saying at 9 p.m. Central Time.
Yeah, so start posting, and then next week we're going to pick however many there are. There could be 10, there could be 110. However many people post their favorite destination. Lisa is going to have a bigger container than this, but she'll be able to pick a number, whatever the number is, randomly.
And I won't be able to see the numbers.
No, and she'll pick out a number, and then that will correspond with our list, and then that person will win a prize worth $400, so that is nothing to sneeze at. So anyway, that's how you can help us tonight, and we hope that you will do it. And Goose, tell them what they need to do in terms of hitting share and getting their friends to like the page and so on and so forth.
Okay, so there are 2 ways that, of course, you can share this show with your friends. One, if you're watching on a laptop, desktop, Mac, whatever, like the RV guy is over here, and over to the right where you see the description and all the comments, there's a little share link. You can hit that, share to your friends, share to groups, let everybody know. Or if you're on a mobile device, like me right here, there's a share button in the bottom left-hand corner, and just click on that, click share with friends, share to a group, and that way you can let everybody know that you're listening to the only show in America where the word love is spelled T-I-M-E.
All right, so the show actually begins here at exactly 6 minutes after the hour. I've got a message already that says that the RV gal here, Lisa, is hot. Her audio is hot. I assume that's what they're talking about. Her audio's hot.
Okay.
All right, so anyway, we got a great program for you today. We've got, to start us off, we've got Ronnie Garrett. Now, Ronnie is the new editor for RV Daily Report. And that's how I get most of the information that I use here on the show, or at least I get a lot of it. They're dialed into everything going on in the RV industry, and we're going to find out what Ronnie and RV Daily Report has in store for everybody in the coming weeks and months. And then at the bottom of the hour, we're going to be joined by 2 guys that are absolutely awesome. If you are an RVer and you're on YouTube, you probably already know who they are. It's Peter and John. And they go by the RV Geeks, and these guys are absolutely outstanding. They do videos, instructional videos, do-it-yourself stuff. They've been full-time RVers for 15 years. They've been on the show before, and we just love them. So I think you're going to like them as well. They're going to be on at the bottom of hour number 1. Then hour number 2, we were going to be joined with by Scott Thompson. Scott works with DeMontron RV, which is our certified new RV dealer over in the Houston area. We're going to be doing some tire talk, okay, RV tire talk. Then we're going to roll into some fluids checking. Fluids analysis, if you will. If you've got a motorhome, if you're looking at buying a used motorhome, especially from another individual, you might want to think twice about just buying it unless you get a fluids analysis, a check of your fluids of that motorhome you're looking at, and we'll be talking all about that. And then we're going to wrap it up heading out to sunny California, to Ramona Oaks in southern sunny California. But again, you can help us. I know we got less than 1 minute to go. help us by telling us after this show. Start out and tell us your favorite place to RV and why. And post it right here either on our Facebook page or on one of our group pages.
Yes, please help us out.
All right, sweetheart, I guess you're going to exit stage that way. And, I mean, you can sit here if you want. We're getting ready to roll here in a second.
I'll sit here for a minute and then I'll head out.
All righty. We got about 25, 30 seconds to go. Again, we start out exactly 6 minutes after the hour all the time. The next 2 hours is going to be a lot of fun. Hope you all will stay with us and invite your friends to join us as well. You can kill her mic too, Goose. Please.
I'm going to kill yours too here.
Okay, yeah.
The RV Show USA. Start living the RV dream today. Come on, America, let's hit the road. So many things to see, so many places to go. Freedom and fun go hand in hand when you're rolling in your RV across this great land. So buckle up now. What do you say? The RV Show USA. Start living the RV dream today.
It's time for the RV Show USA with Alan Warren, the RV guy, and America's only radio show about the RV lifestyle. If you enjoy travel, fun, and adventure, well, welcome aboard, everybody.
The RV Show USA. Start living the RV dream today.
All right, 855-296-7469 will get you in if you'd like to give us a shout during today's show. That's 855-296-7469, and we'll be all over the place for the next couple of hours, from California to the upper Northwest, from Wisconsin to Texas, with the RV Show USA. We invite you to subscribe to our email newsletter. When you do, we'll automatically send you out a link to our mini podcast called the RV Minute every day. You'll get a little email Monday through Friday to sort of jumpstart your day with some thoughts, advice, and a little bit of commentary about the RV lifestyle. It'll take you less than a minute to subscribe. Just go to thervshowusa.com. So welcome again, everybody. I'm Alan Warren. They call me the RV guy, and there's a lot going on right now for RV enthusiasts in the industry. A lot of good things. Actually, coming up in about 2.5 weeks, the first part of November, is the annual RV dealer convention out in Las Vegas, and that's where the manufacturers roll out their new products for next year. So we're pretty excited about that. We look forward to giving you all a report about what we see when we get back home. So, all right, let's see. We got Lisa getting some feedback here. All right. Here's what we got going on today. In hour number 2, we're going to run out to California for our destination of the week. We'll also have a couple of guests on that RV owners can learn a lot from. Specifically, we're going to start out talking about tires. You know, of all the important things to keep in mind about your RV, none of them are any more important than your tires. And the reality is that most folks, they look at a tire and go, oh, it looks good to me. Or they go, looks like I need new tires, but there's a whole lot more to learn about it. And we're going to talk about that in the next hour. Also, for you owners of motorhomes, I have a question for you. When was the last time you had your fluids checked? You know, your engine oil, your transmission, your radiator, and your generator fluids. When was the last time you had it checked? That's what I thought. All right, so we have a fluids expert scheduled to be on with us next hour. He believes that all buyers of used motorhomes may want to have a fluid checkup before they plop down a big old pile of money on a potential problem motorhome, especially if it's from another individual. So if that sounds like you, you'll want to hear what Tom Johnson from JG Lubricants has to say. Now, this hour we have some friends of the RV show scheduled to be on about, I guess, 25 minutes from right now. They are the RV Geeks. Yeah, the RV Geeks. And these guys are super smart about all things RV related. They've been full-time RVers for about 15 years. They've made hundreds of videos that RV owners find to be super helpful. They got a YouTube channel that, get this, it's got more than 100,000 subscribers. Yeah, and for good reason. So we'll have them on with us at the bottom of this hour. But to start us off, we're excited to welcome our first guest today from the RV Daily Report. Let's bring its editor up, Ronnie Garrett. Hey, Ronnie.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. I know that we correspond by email every week, but it's nice to finally meet you over the phone.
Yes, it's nice to finally meet you. I'm watching you right now, even though you're on mute. Watching your live feed.
You know, we have, Ronnie, really different kinds of listeners. One is the group of RV owners, and those are the people that they listen to the podcast, they watch the Facebook Live, and then the other, it's kind of the larger group, people that are interested in RVing and the RV lifestyle. Why don't you address both groups and tell them what RV Daily Report is all about, what y'all do?
Okay, well, currently we do a daily e-newsletter. The newsletter is designed to reach all of the groups that you've described. We have a section that is industry news. We have a section for campground owners, and we have one for RV owners. And we cover everything. We do not discriminate against, whatever topic or shy away from certain topics. We cover everything. We want to be as complete as possible about what's going on in the industry. So I encourage everybody to send in their information about their dealership. Tell us about your travels. Tell us about your challenges with your RV or things that you like about the RV lifestyle. I want to hear about it because this is the kind of thing that we cover every single day.
So give us an example of what, if I subscribe to RV Daily Report, I know because I read it every single day, Monday through Friday, but what will people be able to have access to, Ronnie Garrett?
Okay, well, you will have access to needed information from manufacturers and others in the industry. You will also learn about, what's going on at the campgrounds and RV parks that you're staying at. And, that's important to know is, I apologize, my dog is acting up. You're going to know about the RV industry, and you're going to learn about campgrounds. You're going to learn about different destinations that you can go to, but you're also going to hear from other people who are in the RVing lifestyle, and you're going to see videos about what they're doing and things that they've learned along the way. So there's a lot of opportunities with our daily newsletter. However, recently, I've been on the job for about 4 months. We did talk about the need for education among users of RVs, and we have launched a new publication that will be addressing those things. So that's primarily for the RV owners, and we'll get into it probably a little later, but we're going to be covering a lot of great topics there. So you have that as well. And then you also have the website where we have podcasts. I think we just finished episode 155, I want to say, or we're coming up on that one. And that is still being done by the previous editor, Greg Gerber. He does a great job of those podcasts, so we want to keep him on doing them. He has a knack for just doing those types of interviews. So that's a kind of what you can expect to see. It's all RV industry information all the time and, from soup to nuts.
So you've been on for about 4 months. I would just imagine, because I watch every day the volume of stuff that you're able to put out on RV Daily Report. It's got to be like drinking out of a fire hose. How do you get all this information? How do you decide what you're going to be able to put in RV Daily Report?
Well, we have a lot of sources that come directly to us. We're also out there trolling the internet looking for this information all the time. I have been a journalist for 25 years, so I know how to uncover information as we're, looking for it and things. We have a really wonderful news editor who does a great job of uncovering information about campgrounds and RV parks and gets information from blogs and things like that. So it's really a team effort.
You know, I tell people all the time that if you want to be the smartest person amongst your group of RVing friends, you need to subscribe to RV Daily Report and read it every day. Just scan it for the stories you're interested in, because there's so much material. And when you're sitting around having cocktails at night at the RV park, your friends will scratch their head and go, "How do you know so much?"
Right. I know. I kind of feel the same way when I'm talking to my family and things like that. They're how do you know so much about RVs? Well, I read about them every single day. So
So tell us a little bit about your special edition, because we had Lady E on recently. We had Greg Gerber on to talk about the ABCs of RVing etiquette. Tell us about that, because I know it's going over really well.
It has gone over very well. In fact, it's exceeded our expectations for what we thought we had here. Early on in the process, Terry and Aveda had talked to me about the need for information in the industry and education. And so we kind of brainstormed an idea, and we hit upon this idea of doing some special publications that were targeted at various topics. Our first one was more of a general topic, and that was talking about the ABCs of RVing. We looked at RV kitchens. We looked at what to consider before you buy your RV. We looked at what to pack when you take your first trip, things like that, the basics that everybody needs to know. Now, our next issue, which will be coming out soon, I'm particularly excited about, because we're talking about millennials in the RV industry, but not just that. As I dug, the original concept was to look at this growing segment of RVers and why they're entering into the RV lifestyle.
Hey, Ronnie, listen,
way.
we're up against a hard break. I want to talk about those millennials, and I want to talk more about the change of ownership, the new owners at RV Daily Report.
Okay.
Hang on, will you?
Sure, no problem.
All right, good deal. We'll be right back, folks. This is the RV Show USA. I want to take a minute and do a little bragging on my friends at PPL Motorhomes. You hear about PPL a lot. All right, everybody. Welcome. If this is your first time to join us, we appreciate you spending some time with us. And we do this every week from 7 to 9 p.m. Central Time on Wednesdays. And we're doing something a little bit differently. This is my wife, Lisa. I'm the RV guy. She's the RV gal. And so we need your help. Part of this show, this is your show. It really is. We try to cover all kinds of topics. We talk with very knowledgeable people like Ronnie Garrett and many others. But part of every show, we try and cover a destination of the week, someplace that's really cool. And we want to tell our listeners about it. So nobody knows better than y'all do where the great places to camp and RV are. So what we want you to do is, after the show, we're going to run a contest, all right? And Lisa is going to help do this contest. I'm sorry for talking so much, but baby, this microphone doesn't work during the break, so that's the one.
Okay. All right, got it.
So what we're going to do, we're going to ask you to tell us your favorite RV resort or RV park. Where do you like to go best, and why?
Or camping, where you like to camp.
Yeah, where do you like to go and why? And the truth is, we're looking for places to tell you about, okay?
Right.
So tell us about them, and then next week at this time, all the people that posted on our state group pages and on our Facebook page, we're going to put, I guess, a number on them.
That corresponds with you.
And we're going to have a list, all right? And so Lisa, during the show, is going to be picking out next week a number. She won't see them.
I won't be able to see them next week.
And so she'll pick out a number, and that person is going to win a prize worth $400. And what it's going to be an RV home study course, a tech home study course made by the Texas RV professor, Terry Cooper. If you want to save big bucks on RV repair bills, you will want to win this prize. So after the show is over today, make sure you tell us your favorite place to RV and why. We got
yeah, please.
Yeah, less than a minute to go. We're rolling into segment 2 with Ronnie Garrett. Where y'all from? Tell everybody where you're from. And
We still got 90 seconds.
what's that?
We still got like 90 seconds.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. We have 2 minutes to go.
Yes.
Where's everybody from? We got a lot of people on right now.
Tell us where you're from.
And by the way, this is Goose. All right, that's on his birth certificate. He only has one name, Goose.
But
No.
he doesn't quack.
Well,
Or
He does whatever a goose
I'm
does.
just telling you, if there's money involved, I'll quack. I don't care.
Goose is our trusty producer, does an awesome job. Make sure you subscribe to our newsletter, okay? It takes you about a second to do. You can jump off anytime you want to and unsubscribe. We do not sell your information to anybody, and we will send you every single day a real short it'll be an audio link to our mini podcast of the RV Minute. Yes, sir?
So, have you thought about including the RV Minute as part of the RV Show podcast on iTunes?
It's on iTunes.
The RV Minute is.
The RV Minute is on
Okay,
iTunes.
good.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Haven't checked it in a while, so I didn't know.
So how we doing?
I'm doing all right.
I think things are going good.
Yep.
They're going good.
All right, guys, hang on. More with Ronnie from the RV Daily Report coming up as the RV Show USA rolls on.
Yeah, the audio.
Take care of Texas, don't you know what I mean, y'all? Kevin Fowler here. Texans take great pride in keeping our air clean. Visit takecareoftexas.org and take the pledge to help keep it that way. We'll send you a free Texas State Park Guide. You gotta take care of Texas, it's the only one we got.
Sponsored by the Texas Commission on Environmental Quality.
The RV Show USA. Start living the RV dream today.
All right, you can add your name to our email list. Just go to thervshowusa.com, click on subscribe. We'll kind of jumpstart your day Monday through Friday with the RV Minute. It's kind of a mini podcast we send out about all things related to RVs and the RV lifestyle. Again, sign up at thervshowusa.com. All right, on our guest line is the editor of what is called the RV Daily Report, Ms. Ronnie Garrett. And Ronnie, last segment we talked about the increasing popularity of RVs. You were talking about starting to talk about millennials. Let's talk about millennials, but I want to ask you about women, because it seems like women in particular are really getting into the RV lifestyle.
Right, they are. Women and younger, the younger generation are all looking at it. It used to be something that I think a lot of women in particular might have been a little bit intimidated by having their own RV, maintaining their own RV, things like that. And that has changed. Women aren't as afraid to go out and do some of these things on their own, and it seems to be increasing in popularity, which I actually, as I dug into our next issue, I found out that the shift has a lot to do with people's more active lifestyles, and a lot of people are telling me that the shift that has occurred is actually that it's no longer camping as a destination where you drive somewhere and you park and you have your RV there and that's the end of the trip. It's more of your RV is where you sleep at night and you're in one place, but you're going out and doing all these activities from kayaking to hiking to what have you. So as people have embraced a more active lifestyle, I think we're seeing more and more people that might not have been a part of it before embracing the lifestyle and being more actively involved in it.
And I also think that technology has removed the barriers. There was this mystery. How do you do this? How do you do that? And with great videos and resources available at our fingertips, people now can learn just about anything through the internet, and they find out that RVing, while it can be intimidating at first, it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of stuff to learn, but it can be an awful lot of fun.
Exactly. I actually just spoke with a couple that it's a couple of young people in their 20s, and they're doing RVing full time. And they said that they maintained their RV all by themselves, and they learned everything that they've needed to do so far to their RV by checking out YouTube videos and different things and reconnecting with other RVers for help.
I want to ask you. I want to ask you real quick. Sorry to cut you off, but about the new owners of RV Daily Report, Terry and Evada Cooper, because from my perspective, they're really kind of changing, broadening the scope, if you will, less of just an industry publication, if you will, and now it's really open to just about everybody. Is that pretty much because of Cooper and Evada?
Yeah, I would definitely say that they're the catalyst for some of these changes. They're big believers in education with the National RV Academy and their partnership with Work Camper News and their new RV park and everything. They are big advocates for knowing, about RVs and how to maintain your RVs and the education component. A lot of people, and I can speak, I do not own an RV yet. I am actively looking for one of some kind, but my parents have RV'd, and I know that when they bought their first fifth wheel, they did not know what they were buying. They did not, and they're looking for a new one, and they still don't know exactly what they're buying. So there is a huge need for education, and the Coopers are huge advocates and promoters of this. They want people to get their RVs and be able to enjoy the lifestyle to the fullest. That in order to do that, you have to be an educated consumer.
Speaking of education, I see a lot of people now are taking RV inspector courses. They're taking classes where they can actually learn how to generate an income while they are living on the road. And a lot of people are doing that more and more each day. And there's such a need for these RV inspectors. We talk about it quite often here on the show.
Exactly. We need that, and it's, there's a huge shortage of that, and so, if you're going to be doing RVing full-time, why not go ahead and learn to do that and generate an income on the road?
All right, we're talking with Ronnie Garrett. She's the editor of RV Daily Report, and that's my go-to publication every single day. It's a free publication. We're going to tell you how you can subscribe to it here in just a couple of minutes. But Ronnie, when you look in the future of RVing, look in your crystal ball, do you see the popularity, or have we peaked out? Do you think there's still room for growth? What do you think?
I absolutely think there's more room for growth. I think as it becomes something that people are seeing others do, especially the full-time RVing people. I look at them, and that is something I never considered, but now I'm looking at it and going, hey, this would be something that would be really, really neat to do. I'm a writer. I'm an editor. I can do this from wherever I want. I don't have to have a home destination or an office that I work from. And I think a lot of people are embracing working from home more. So if you're working from home already, well, now you can work while you're on the road. You can have that mobile lifestyle, and it appeals to many, many people, especially when you see it on Instagram, when you follow some of the full-time RVing folks. You see their photos and the fun that they're having. They're great promoters of this lifestyle.
It's contagious. All right, well, we got to start wrapping it up, Ronnie. So for our listeners that are interested in keeping up with the industry, tell them what they should do, please.
Okay, well, I would encourage everybody to go to rvdailyreport.com and sign up to receive our newsletters. I would also encourage them to just check out the site a little bit, look around, see what we have cooking, and then click on the tab that will send them to our special publications, and you can see the first one that just came out and the one that is looking at the active lifestyle and the new groups of people that are coming into RVing. That one will be coming out soon. It will also have an article on technology, how to stay connected while you're on the road.
Awesome.
So stay tuned for that, but the best place to start is to go to rvdailyreport.com.
Absolutely. We have a link over there from our homepage over to your site. So I got a question. Are you going to be over at RVDA in Las Vegas in a couple of weeks?
Absolutely. I will be there.
I look forward to meeting you in person rather than just emailing and talking on the phone.
For sure. That'll be a lot of fun.
All right. Well, listen, we got to call it there, but thank you so much for being with us. We appreciate it very much, and congratulations on the great job you're doing. You really are doing a terrific job as the new editor.
Thank you. I appreciate coming on the show tonight and talking about our new publications and all the things we have going on.
All right, very good. We'll talk again. All right, folks, that was Ronnie Garrett. She is the new editor for RV Daily Report. I hope you will check them out. I promise you, as I say, you will be the smartest person in your RV and group of friends when you read RV Daily Report. All right, up next, it's our friends Peter and John. They are also known as the RV Geeks, and they are super smart guys with a lot of good advice. All right, y'all stay with us. This is the RV Show USA. Well, the big chief's gone crazy. All right, so if you just joined us, welcome. I'm Alan. I'm the RV guy. That's the RV gal. This is the RV goose. Right? Did I say that right?
No, he's the RV
Just take
goose.
the RV out.
All right, the goose.
There we go.
He's the goose.
All right, here's the deal. If you just joined us, and if you didn't, you can probably kind of follow along. We do this show live. What you see is what you get. We don't run commercials on Facebook. We're not supposed to run commercials on Facebook. So during the commercial breaks, this is what you see, and we are able to address any questions. Have we got any comments or anything? Anybody?
We got
I saw
some new people.
Oh, really? Good.
Yeah.
There's Perry. I see Perry. You're there all the time. Kelly, you're there.
So Perry wants to know if that's Merlot in the cup.
Merlot.
I wish, Perry.
It's water. At least that's what we tell people.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, baby. All right, and if you are a regular member here who watches us on Facebook Live a lot, I tease Lisa all the time, and I want to apologize for that. I love her to pieces, and I don't want to embarrass her, but I made her feel so bad last couple of weeks just teasing about just stuff that was childish, and I went overboard, so forgive
Hey,
me.
Peter, John, this is Gus from the RV Show USA. How's it going? Doing good, doing good. Oh, we've still got about 2.5 minutes left in this break, but when we come back, Alan will introduce you, and then we'll bring you on the air. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Yeah, these guys are awesome. The RV Geeks. If you have not yet subscribed to their YouTube channel, look them up. I'll be plugging it a lot in the next couple of segments.
Perry doesn't know how to spell your name.
A-L-A-N.
Yeah, he didn't spell it right.
A-L-A-O.
And
Okay.
this
She is
somebody
awesome.
whose name gets misspelled quite a bit. I understand.
Yeah, B-R-Y.
That's right.
And Jeff Branning said you were mean to me.
Yeah.
He was, Jeff.
I was. But not anymore.
Did you just copy and paste that from last week's show? Or the week before that?
Oh, come on. All right, we got a lot of great stuff still ahead. We're going to be talking, what we got? Another minute and a half.
Roughly.
Next hour, we're going to be doing some RV tire talk. Really cool stuff with Scott Thompson from DeMontron RV, which is our certified new RV dealer in the Houston market. I'm going to announce and say hello to our new listeners in the St. Louis market. More on that here in just a little bit. We've got, let's see, what have we got? We're going to be talking about RV fluids, your coolant, your generator oil, your engine oil, your transmission fluid, and used motorhomes. If you haven't checked yours, it's kind of like a blood workup. You know, at the doctor's, you need to think about getting a fluids analysis, and the guy that can do that is going to be on with us. And then we're going to wrap it up over in the San Diego area, down in Southern California, at a beautiful RV resort. In the meantime, well, I don't have enough time to say it. Tell us your favorite place to RV and why, right?
Yes, please.
Tell us yours.
Tell us why, too.
Yeah. You could win a prize. More on that in our next break.
Mike Roberts wants to know if we have an RV now.
Mike Roberts. Who's
All right,
Mike
guys,
Roberts?
keep it here because we have the RV Geeks coming up next.
Yes.
As the RV Show USA rolls on.
You'll check out DeMontron RV. Yep, they're a bit of a drive from San Antonio, but the savings and the service you'll experience are well worth it. Connect with DeMontron RV through our website, thervshowusa.com. thervshowusa.com, and click on Certified Dealers.
The RV Show USA.
All right, the RV Show USA rolls on, and we continue to pick up steam with new affiliates carrying the program. We want to welcome our newest affiliate station and our new listeners in St. Louis who can tune in to 1380 AM The Answer every week and catch the show. We hope that y'all will take a minute to subscribe to our email newsletter at thervshowusa.com. Give us a like on Facebook. All right, up now are our friends Peter and John. They're known by RVers everywhere as simply the RV Geeks. Hey, guys.
Hi, Alan. Hey, Alan. How are you?
We're doing great. So I know y'all have been full-time RVing for a long time. Did y'all start out as the RV Geeks, or how did that whole thing come about?
We started out as geeks in an RV, but right. We started off about nearly 15 years ago with the intention of being on the road for about 2, maybe 3 years. And it's obviously gone on a lot longer than that because we love it out here. And we needed to earn a living. And so we started a website design company where we design websites specifically for RV parks as we travel, and we named it the RV Geeks.
And so what's it been like? Why did you say, you said you were going to go for maybe 3 to 5 years, and it's turned into 15. How did that happen? I guess it's a lifestyle you just couldn't say no to after you got hooked.
It's definitely one of those situations where we thought we were looking for a destination, but definitely fell in love with the journey. Right, we've been all over North America, also travel internationally when we have the opportunity, and found out that there was no one magic spot that we can't even imagine ourselves being in a stick house again.
So tell me about the learning curve. I mean, I watch your videos on YouTube, the RV Geeks, your YouTube channel, seems like everybody else does. You know everything about everything, it seems. Have you always been mechanically inclined? I mean, tell us about your videos, and I guess y'all were all, you had that knack to begin with.
Well, we are a bit mechanically inclined, and I think our angle on things really is that we are not professionally trained RV technicians, but we still are able to do a great deal on our own. And that includes learning how to operate normal systems that are needed by people when they start RVing. Obviously, they need to know how to hook up and manage their plumbing systems, dump their tanks, etc. But when it comes to repairing things or making upgrades, we found very early on that having to be in the shop as full-timers was awful. And it's our home, and having to be out of it because like being evicted. Right, the worst thing for us. So we were actually, strangely enough, we were relieved when our warranty was up on our rig because we stopped taking it in for just about anything and decided we were going to fix as many things as possible as we could ourselves. And we kind of self-taught when it comes to figuring things out, but we're good troubleshooters. And it's one of the focuses of our channel is that there are so many things that people may not even try to take care of on their own. We actually have friends, both full-time and part-time, who go to the shop for any little thing. Mm-hmm. And that's anathema to us. And we try and share our tricks and tips for how to work on your own rig, whether it's routine maintenance or repairs or upgrades, so that other people can do it themselves too.
How long have y'all been doing the RV Geeks, your videos, John, Peter? I mean, and was there a moment when you said, hey, we need to be videotaping this?
Yeah, we actually started making the videos about 6 years ago, and it coincided with friends of ours. They came out on a trip with us and fell in love with RVing and ended up buying their first RV. And, of course, the questions started rolling in thereafter. So we just figured instead of telling them or giving them instructions on how to do stuff, it would just be easier to show them in videos. And we I think it was a little foresight on our part maybe that if we were going to take the trouble of showing our friends how to, dump their tanks and flush out their water heater and other things that are normally required as part of owning an RV, I think we had the foresight to say, if we're going to do that, let's make it something everyone can use. And we began making videos as soon as we started sharing our knowledge with those friends. And we had no real intention of it becoming very much, and we're very grateful and gratified that people seem to have responded and watch our content.
You've had millions of views through the years, and I've watched I don't know how many of your videos. They are they're so well put together. They're so well thought out. It's not a lot of rambling. It's very specific. It looks like you're not getting paid by anybody to do them, and you don't charge anything for people to watch them.
That's true. We're not. And what we have basically is the desire to help our fellow RVers go DIY. And we've also taught ourselves to video as we've gone. We were not trained videographers. It's all kind of self-taught and trying to have better and better content as we go.
Hey, listen, guys, we got to jump for a quick break. Y'all can hang on with us for another segment, right?
Sure we can.
All right.
Thank you.
Good deal. Folks, we got the RV Geeks on with us. They are awesome, and we're going to talk more about their great YouTube channel. This is the RV Show USA.
Have you ever dreamed of an amazing life combined?
But that's, I just let you know. It's going good. Yeah. All right, so it's a blast. Met a lot of new friends. Who's that? Michael?
Oh, that's Michael. He
Was he at the reunion?
No.
I don't know.
He has his favorite place to RV is at a NASCAR race.
Oh.
At that week. I think that would be
Or tailgating at a football game, you know?
Wouldn't that be NASCAR would be fun.
Well,
Yeah,
either
NASCAR
one of them
would
would
be
be fun.
Yeah.
You know,
NASCAR
RV
would be funner, though.
You think?
Yeah.
Which one?
NASCAR would be funner.
The most fun would be the one you're at the moment.
Probably
That's
so.
what I think.
Probably
So what do you think, everybody? These guys are pretty sharp. I'm telling you, if you have not yet subscribed to their YouTube channel, my question is, what are you waiting on?
So while you're there, subscribe to our
Oh yeah,
YouTube
subscribe to
channel, too.
ours too.
Look at
And
Elaine's comment.
Are you guys talking about public Wi-Fi camera and security? Jetpack. Interesting. I
Yeah.
may not have enough time to ask Elaine. I got a whole bunch of notes here, and you know, in the future we may be changing the show. We try to make it really quick, you know, the quick moving. But I think we leave a lot on the table. We don't even get started. So, but I'll try to get to that question. Thank you very much. Again, for our new viewers, new people listening on Facebook, watching on Facebook Live, we want to know, we need your help. We do. We need your help. We want to know, where is your favorite place to RV and why?
And why? Tell us why.
And we want you to post it on our Facebook page. Like our Facebook page. Go to The RV Show USA. Give us a like. And after the show, I'm going to make a post, something. We'll do a post. But post your favorite place to RV and why. We might just put them on the air because we need places to talk about. But here's the deal. For everybody that posts, either on the RV Show USA Facebook page or on one of our state group pages,
right?
All right, we're going to give you all a number. Everybody's going to be assigned a number on a list. And then during the show next week, a week from now, what are you going to do?
Yeah, I'm going to draw one of these numbers, but I won't be able to see them then.
And then we'll look at the list, and that person's going to win a prize worth $400. It's going to be an RV Tech Home Study course from the Texas RV Professor. And if you get it, it's worth $400. It's got 35 hours worth of videos on it, a lot of workbooks, a lot of information. It will save you big time money in the repair shop. Yeah. Another way you can save money in a repair shop is subscribing to the RV Geeks. Go to the RV Geeks. I put "the" on it. TheRVGeeks.com. That's their website. Or the RV Geeks on YouTube and click subscribe.
Or they could just click through the link at thervshowusa.com.
Oh, you can do that too. Thank you, Goose. Thank you. I forget to promote myself. PPL Motorhomes. Why is easy? Because you're RVing.
That's right.
Yep.
That's true.
So make sure you go to thervshowusa.com, subscribe to the newsletter. You'll get all the links for all of our guests, as well as links to the podcast. That's thervshowusa.com, and subscribe to the newsletter.
And what's nice is if they share where they like to go RVing and where they like to go camping, it's like it's already been vetted for other people that see this, you know. And
hey, Billy, how you doing? Nice seeing y'all at the reunion.
Hi, Billy.
Great meeting, Alan. So, you know what reunion that was for Lisa? It was her, I won't even tell you.
It was the same as it was
She's
for
here
Billy.
this week. You understand that, right?
Yeah, I'm here.
I'm not going to say it.
I can.
And if you just jumped on and you've seen any of these before, you know, I'll apologize next
The
week.
RV Geeks come back when the RV Show USA rolls on.
Check out PPL Motorhomes. They're in New Braunfels at exit 193, and they're open today at 9 a.m. PPL Motorhomes, exit 193 in New Braunfels.
The RV Show USA. Start living the RV dream today.
All right, I'm Alan Warren, the RV guy, and we are back with our friends Peter and John, a.k.a. the RV Geeks. And they're talking about, we're talking about the great job that they do with their do-it-yourself videos, all about RVing and the RV lifestyle. For those late in joining us, y'all say adios to your traditional careers and begin looking seriously into becoming full-time RVers? I know you said it was about 15 years ago, but what were your traditional careers that most people can relate to?
We both had the typical 9 to 5 kind of situation, what we call the rut, and we had to be up early in the morning and off to the office, and it was exactly the kind of thing we didn't want to do. And we had a health scare issue that kind of brought us around to deciding that there was more to life than just going to work every day, and took a risk. When we said we were going to be on the road for 2 or 3 years, we didn't work during those first couple of years, and we lived off savings.
The good old days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We told people we were retired. And like many young working-age RVers, we needed to earn a living at some point if we wanted to stay on the road.
So what do you do to earn a living? I think I know what you do, but tell our listeners what you do, because you don't charge any money for people to watch your YouTube videos.
Well, there are a couple things. One is our primary job, what we call our day job, is designing websites for RV parks. And we've been doing that for 10 years. And there is some income to be derived from YouTube videos. I think everybody knows that there is, you get a few cents every time several thousand people watch your videos. And we're grateful that we've just hit 25 million views, and that's been, it's not enough to live on, but it certainly helps, and we appreciate that people watch, and we are incentivized to continue trying to make good content.
How hard is that? What kind of pressure do you feel to come up with a new video, and how often do you make one? Once a week, once a month, or just whenever the spirit moves you?
Well, we definitely try to target doing once every 2 weeks in order to keep a regular schedule of publication, and we have a growing list of video topics that we either come up with on our own, or people write in and ask questions about specific things, and we say, oh, hey, that would make a great video. So unfortunately, I think that list is growing faster than we are rattling videos off at this point, so we're not going to in any danger of running out of content.
Well, it's interesting, actually, because since many people think we're part of some organization where we can go out into the lot and pick an RV and do a demonstration of a job on it, and actually it's just us in our RV, and so someone's
a couple of lucky friends who have stuff they need done on their RV.
Right. And so they'll say, well, can you show me how to change the oil in an Onan gas generator or something like that? And we're like, well, we don't have a gas generator, so we can't do that. But we have, we've replaced our own battery bank and demonstrated how to do that. We replaced a window that fogged up in the side of our motorhome. We've had things come up that were opportunistic on our part as well. For example, we needed to replace our slide toppers. So we went and we purchased a slide topper from a company called Tough Top Awnings that makes very high quality material, and we loved their customer service and the product. And so we took advantage of the fact that we have a growing presence out there on YouTube to approach Tough Top Awnings and say, hey, we like your product and like your company, and we'd like to demonstrate this very easy job that people don't know they can do themselves, maybe. Would you be willing to give a discount to our customers, to your customers, if they come through us? So if we do a video that shows them how to replace a Tough Top awning and tell them about you, would you save them a little bit of money? And so Tough Top Awnings gives a discount to people who mention RV Geeks when they buy.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Well, we're trying to use our power for good.
Well, you do such a great job, and I know we're going to be having to wrap this thing up pretty quick. Our friends, mutual friends, Mark and Julie Bennett from RV Love, I know y'all were together not long ago. They talk about the importance of doing homework before you make a buying decision on a great big expensive RV. But we never got around to what is homework? Is it just reading reviews? Is it seeing a bunch of RVs? What kind of homework do you suggest for people that are buying an RV so they avoid making an expensive mistake?
Well, there's a couple of choices, really. One of them we did a video about. That's the choice between new and used.
I saw that.
Yeah, try and pick and see which makes more sense for you based off of what your budget is and sort of what your tolerance for pain level is. That kind of thing. There's so much material out there Really, I think a lot of what spurred Mark and Julie for doing the RV Success School was the fact that there's just an overwhelming amount of material out there, and so much of it is conflicting information that it can be very difficult to sort of tease out what's going to work for you and what's really right, which...
We do have one piece of advice that's become very standard for us, and coming from people who have a 43-foot motorhome, maybe this sounds like it doesn't make sense, but we always say, buy the smallest RV that you feel you can be comfortable in. And we are looking to downsize at some point, and we get asked all the time if we're going to sell our RV. One of the reasons to get a smaller RV is so you don't end up in the situation that we're in, which is upside down in our mortgage on it, where we can't really afford to sell it.
Right. So
if we get to a point where we can, we'll get something smaller for sure. And when it comes to buying less expensive, it's where choosing a used RV can come in, since we all know that that's a valid option because of the depreciation that you'll get on a new rig. If you can afford a new rig, that's great, but buying used also gives you the opportunity to customize it. Again, a great example of customizing. Older RVs don't come with LED lights very often, and for us boondockers, that's real important. We bought our first set of lights from M4 LEDs, another good company that we feature in our videos very often, and they now give a discount because we have told our viewers about that great company that we have faith in. So,
well, I'm just so excited to have y'all back on the air and to hear the enthusiasm after 15 years. You guys sound like you're still just raring to go making these videos, and tell everybody how they can get more information and follow the RV Geeks, please.
Well, they can look for us on YouTube at RV Geeks. That's the name of the channel. And if they want to become a bigger part of our world and see the discounts that we offer and things like that, thervgeeks.com. That's THE, RVgeeks.com is our website.
All right, we got to jump there, but thank you all for being on with us, and we're going to have a link from our site over to y'all. So y'all have a good weekend. We'll talk again soon, okay?
Thanks,
Alan. Thanks for having us. A real pleasure.
All right, you take care. Folks, that was Peter and John, a.k.a. the RV Geeks, and if you're a DIY person, a do-it-yourselfer, they will be your best friend. thervgeeks.com. We'll be right back.
Are you an RV enthusiast looking for your next adventure?
And of course, one of the best things you can do if you're looking for a used RV is visit our friends at PPL Motorhomes.
Yeah.
The 3 locations in Texas, one in Houston, one in just north of San Antonio, New Braunfels, and one south of Dallas in Cleburne. And you can go to pplmotorhomes.com. They just debuted the new website a few weeks ago. And, of course, if you're in the Houston area and going by PPL, say hello to our good friend RV Nana Diana LeBlanc. And she can help you with any homework that you may need to find your next used RV. Again, that's pplmotorhomes.com.
All right. All right, if you're brand new, you hadn't caught us before, thank you for being with us very much. We're almost through with hour number 1. This is our shortest commercial break. We're not allowed to run commercials on Facebook, so you'd see a whole lot of this banter, and that's what we do. This is my beautiful wife, Lisa. This is my beautiful producer, Goose. And we are here every Wednesday from 7 to 9 p.m. Central Time, and we invite you to join us. We stream this show across our Facebook page at the RV Show USA, and then we share it on all of our state group RV camping pages. So you may be watching us on there, but regardless, we would love you to subscribe to our newsletter, thervshowusa.com, and when you do, we will send you every day. We're not going to spam you, but every single day we're going to send you an email with a link to a podcast, a little mini podcast.
1 minute.
Called the RV Minute. Maybe a little bit over a minute. But, tips, advice, some commentary.
They're very interesting.
Yeah, I like them. Of course, you tell me they're good, so I guess
I like them.
All right, how are we doing on the...
Shut up, Tom.
Lisa's getting cut off. Change it. Move that camera so I want to see her. I mean, not that I don't love you. Just a little bit. Just put the pivot over that way.
Why do you need to see me? They can hear me.
Because I like seeing you.
Oh, well, that's sweet.
All right, so you're ready, right?
Yeah.
Here we go.
You ready?
And apparently, I need to say that if you go to PPL,
Say
make sure
what?
that I need to say that when you go to PPL Motorhomes, ask for Sam.
Yeah, ask for Sam. Tell them that you enjoy the RV lifestyle. Make sure you say the RV lifestyle.
And the RV Show USA.
Watch,
I know you
watch
enjoy
what
that
happens,
too.
right? Right, Sam?
Mike Roberts says he watches the RV Minute every day.
Does he?
Thank
Good.
you, Mike.
Thank you, Mr. Roberts. Appreciate that.
All right, hang on, guys.
Thank you, Michael.
We continue with more of the RV Show USA as we roll on.
And stay for one night, get the second night free. This offer is even good for our super clean, fully furnished on-the-water cabins. Pay for one night, get the second night free. Make your reservation today at BigChiefRVResort.com.
The RV Show USA.
All right, we're back with a short segment before we close the hour. In the studio with me to visit briefly about the new drawing that we're going to begin today and run this next week and pick a winner of a prize worth $400 is my wife Lisa. So Lisa, tell our listeners what they need to do to get in the drawing for the prize that we're giving away next week, right now, this time next week.
Okay, please tell us where your favorite place to go RVing or camping is and why. It's super simple. Just make a comment and tell us where your favorite place is and why, and you can win a big prize.
That's right. All right, so we're looking for great places to talk about here on the show, and you can help us find some real gems. So like our Facebook page, the RV Show USA, join at least one of our state group pages on Facebook, and like Lisa said, post your favorite RV park. Tell us about your favorite RV
or
park.
Campground.
And
tell
why.
us why.
And you might be our winner. So for the next week, starting right after the show, start posting your favorite place. All right, we're going to pick from everybody that posts, and those that do post will be assigned a number.
A number that corresponds with your name. And I won't be able to see the numbers next week, but I will pick one, and whoever's number corresponds with a name, they're the winner.
That's right.
Awesome, simple.
So we're going to announce the winner's name here on the show several times during next week's show, and they'll have a full week to get back with us and claim their prize. It's kind of our way of not just growing our group pages and the number of likes on our Facebook page, but to get more folks to listen to the show. And one more thing, to get great places to tell y'all about. So, again, it's a prize worth $400.
$400 isn't anything to sneeze about.
Well, there you go.
That's, reason to listen.
All right, for y'all on Facebook that would like to join us for the Facebook Live broadcast of the RV Show USA, we will save a seat for you. We stream the Facebook Live from the RV Show USA Facebook page across many of our state RV and camping group pages, and y'all can interact with us in real time. All right, next hour, it's a trip out to Ramona, California for our destination of the week. We're going to have a first-time guest on the show he's an expert in fluids. Yeah, all those important fluids in a motorhome. And, brother, has he got a lot of very interesting information. We're going to start off, though, talking RV tire talk with our friend Mr. Scott Thompson from Houston, DeMond RV over in DeMontrond RV in Houston. Again, welcome to our new listeners in St. Louis listening to 1380 AM The Answer, and to their big show sponsor. They're just outside of St. Louis in Eureka, Missouri. They're Byerly RV. Thanks for y'all's support and for everything you've been doing to help folks there in the St. Louis area for 70 years. 70 years. We got a long break coming up. If you're watching our Facebook Live right now, we'll have a chance to visit with you. If not, make sure you subscribe to our newsletter. And you can do that at thervshowusa.com. That way you'll stay connected. We don't sell your info to anybody, and you can remove yourself from the list at any time. All right, hour number 2 is next. All right, Goose, get the guys playing. 1, 2.
The RV Show USA. Start living the RV dream today. Come on, America. Let's hit the road. So many things to see, so many places to go. Freedom and fun go hand in hand when you're rolling in your RV across this great land. So buckle up now. What do you say? The RV Show USA. Start living the RV dream today.
All right, y'all. This is the longest break of the show. We've got, again, we can't run commercials here on Facebook, so we have to entertain you with our dazzling wit and charm, which is not very witty not very charming. But
well, maybe yours isn't, but
yeah, but yours is, right, Goose?
Well, I was told tone mine down. So
All right. So if anybody has any questions or comments, we would. It's a good time to address them. We got Perry and Tom. A lot more people here a couple of months ago. Hey, yep. We're picking up steam there, Mr. Langland. We got Sam. Myrtle Beach RV Resort, North Carolina. You know what, Sam? I don't know if you can win. You might be disqualified because you're with PPL, but maybe not. Maybe not. All right, we got Heidi, best campground here. What, baby?
What about Jamaica RV Resort in Galveston? They're posting that that's a really cool place.
All right, here's what we would like you to do. This is great, and we love your comments. After the show, right after the show, Lisa and I are going to do a short little video and post it, and that's where we want you to post your comments, okay? Your suggestions, and if you have a link to them, include that.
Yeah, include the link.
Maybe even a picture, or tell us why. We are always on the lookout for great places to tell you about. This last hour, if you missed it, you can catch the podcast of our show. Go to our website, subscribe to our newsletter. It's free. We don't sell your information to anybody. You can jump off whenever you want to. And you go to thervshowusa.com. But when you're there, if you missed any of our last hour or any of our shows, you can click on over on the right side of the home page, look for iTunes, and you can click on that. It'll take you to the podcast of all kinds of stuff. And last hour we spoke with Ronnie Garrett from RV Daily Report. We had the RV Geeks on. Are they good or what? Last week I think we had Mark and Julie Bennett from RV Love on. They're amazing people. So this show is not about, it's about the lifestyle is what it's about. It's about good people having good, clean fun. It's about families and travel and adventure and freedom and enjoying life. I mean, it's like Peter and John, the RV Geeks. They said that they started off on a 2 or 3 year adventure and it's turned into a 15-year journey. And I think that's what happens for many RVers. It gets in your blood. By the way, it reminds me of one of the RV minutes that I just cut, and it's about relationships. Not everybody's cut out to be an RVer, especially a full-time RVer. I don't think that I could become a full-time RVer. Do you think I could?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
One of the things is that we love each other and we like each other most of the time.
Most of the time.
Most of the time. That's the truth. But when you're confined in 250 square feet, and that's where you live, it will test a relationship. It really will. A lot of people will go from 2,000 square feet or 4,000 square feet. Maybe we're going to get us a Class A and travel the country. And you might, till you kill each other. So my suggestion and advice is always, before you go and plop down a ton of money and make the decision to sell your house and hit the road, rent an RV for a month.
Yeah, good idea.
And where do they go to do that? Where can they go to do that?
There's a lot of places you can rent an RV.
Right.
I mean, I don't want to tell you any in particular, but look, Vicki Pitluck's on. Hey, Vicki.
I know.
We're coming to visit. Are y'all down in Rockport? Did y'all do okay? Y'all do okay. How's the property? I mean, y'all got devastated. I know with that hurricane that came through. I can't believe it. Lynn and Vicki. I'll be dang. Anyway, like I said, you can rent an RV for a month. You can try it out, and it's not for everybody.
No.
But part-time RVing pretty much is for everybody. It really is.
Yes,
Right.
Miss Kay, that's why we have 3 little dogs.
What? Is she on there?
She said it's also difficult if you're a new RVer and you have a huge dog.
What's wrong with the camera? It's all white. What's that?
Well, I think the white balance is adjusting to as people come in and out of frame.
Oh, probably.
Oh, there it is. It looks more better.
Yeah, it adjusts.
All right. So if you've not hit share, tell them, Goose, what they need to do to. I still don't understand it, but
So if you're on a big computer like him, you're watching the video. To the right is the share link. Just click that. You can share with friends. You can share with groups. If you're part of pages, you can share on there too.
All right, you better call up our buddy Scott.
If you're on a mobile device, the lower left-hand corner of the screen. Hit it.
All right, you think you know everything about tires? Well, you might. But you're going to learn a lot. A lot of people are going to learn a lot more than just looking at it and go, hey, you look pretty good to me. Or I think I need tires. We're going to talk with a guy that knows a little bit more about tires than most folks do. He's with our certified new RV dealer from the Houston market, DeMontrond RV. And Goose is getting him on the line right now.
Apparently your dog, Pedro, is watching you on Miss Kay's computer now.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Well, good.
Probably doing this.
He's bobbing his head to the theme song, right? The RV Show USA. All right, who wants to sing the RV Show USA theme song?
Me.
Mm-hmm. Do we have Scott? Well, you better keep trying. Let me see what his number is. Oh, it's on my phone. I hope I wrote it down right.
Me too. Is that right?
Hang on. That's it.
Okay.
Try them again. We got less than a minute. We got 30 seconds, boys and girls.
I'm going. Oh, I do something else too.
So if Scott doesn't come on, we're going to go ahead and talk about this contest too, baby. All right? I'll talk a little bit about tires.
The RV Show USA. Start living the RV dream today. Come on, America, let's hit the road. So many things to see, so many places to go. Freedom and fun go hand in hand when you're rolling in your RV across this great land. So buckle up now. What do you say? The RV Show USA. Start living the RV dream today.
It's time for hour number 2 of America's only radio show about the RV lifestyle. Syndicated from coast to coast, it's the RV Show USA with Alan Warren, the RV Guy.
The RV Show USA. Start living the RV dream today.
And a great big old howdy to everybody listening to 1380 AM The Answer in St. Louis, which is our newest affiliate of the RV Show USA. We are super excited to be a part of y'all's great station, and we're very proud to have the support there locally of folks. Listen to this. We have the support there in the St. Louis area of an RV dealer that has been doing business there in St. Louis and Eureka, Missouri for 70 years. That's the people over at Byerly RV, so welcome aboard, y'all. I am your host, Alan Warren, the RV Guy, joined in the studio by my wife, Lisa, who is helping out during the commercial breaks and monitoring everybody that's watching our Facebook Live. How's everybody behaving so far, honey?
Everybody's behaving.
We got quite a few people watching the Facebook Live right now.
If
you are on Facebook, we invite you every single week. We do this show live. As we say, what you see is what you get. We don't do any editing of any kind. If you'd like to be a part of our Facebook Live, we will save the proverbial seat for you. So just go to our Facebook page, The RV Show USA, give us a like, or you can subscribe to our newsletter, and then we'll send you a link on Wednesdays. You'll get a link to join us for the Facebook Live. But here's the other reason to subscribe to our newsletter. Each week we have a destination of the week. We tell you about an RV park, an RV resort that is just out of this world that we think that you need to know about. It's called our destination of the week. And we get a coupon to send to our subscribers to stay there for free. Yeah, so that's kind of our way of saying thank you for being a part of our family here on the RV Show USA. And there's one other reason. We do something called the RV Minute. Every day, Monday through Friday, I'll do a little thing about a minute long, sometimes a little bit longer. It's a mini podcast. It's a tip or maybe some RVing advice or RV commentary. And you'll get that every day, kind of to jumpstart your day, if you will. You'll get it in the morning. So that's thervshowusa.com. Now, we are doing something. We need your help, actually, and we're going to solicit our listeners because there's nobody better, we think, that knows, that's got their finger on the pulse, if you will, of the great places to go RVing and camping in this country. And we're always on the lookout for good RV resorts. So,
yes, we are.
So tell them what we're doing, Lisa.
Okay, we're having a contest, and after the show tonight, we're going to do a little video. And during that video, when you see when you comment on what your favorite place, your campground or RV resort or what have you, wherever your favorite place to go is, and tell us why it's your favorite place. And we will enter you into the contest, and we will give you a number with your name. And next week, we're going to draw a number. I won't be able to see the numbers next week.
There may be 10 people that give us suggestions. There could be 100 people. But however many people there are, we will have a number corresponding to this list of people that tell us their favorite place to RV and camp and why. And then we're going to pick from those numbers, look on the list, and find out who is going to win a prize worth $400. So it's a sweet deal. And
it is.
Just you need to go to The RV Show USA, our Facebook page, like the page, or on any of our state group pages and tell us that. All right, looks like our guest is not going to, we can't reach him right now. So let me tell you a little bit about RV tires. And I learned a lot about this. You know, the weather's beginning to cool down, and you don't see as many tires shredded on the road because the roads are getting cooler, and so you're not going to see as many. But here's the deal. When you look at tires, especially RV tires, don't look at the tread and say, well, there's plenty of, looks good to me. There's a lot more than that to a good tire. Look for the DOT. The DOT is the Department of Transportation. It's a little code on the side of the tire. And if you can find out all this information on the internet, on YouTube, I guarantee you the RV Geeks have done all kinds of videos on this. But you look at the DOT number. It will tell you the week and the year that your tire was actually manufactured. A tire can look really good because it doesn't have any miles on it, but it may be 7, 8, 10 years old. I spoke with one of our winter Texans the other day, and he said that he had a tire that was more than 15 years old. Now, even though it's got good tread on it, that 15-year-old tire has been exposed to the UV rays for a decade and a half, and that tread may be good, but the sidewalls may not be. The other thing is about tires, you can blow a perfectly good tire if you don't take care of your wheel bearings. Well, when you repack your wheel bearings, and if you don't do it, you need to have it done on your travel trailer, fifth wheel, once a year. Take it in for its annual checkup and make sure they repack the wheel bearings. If it's been a while since you've had your wheel bearings packed, when you stop for fuel, you stop on the side of the road, every time you need to go back and you need to feel the wheel. Touch the tire, touch the wheel, and if it's starting to heat up, that is the telltale sign that you've got a wheel bearing problem. Some people have got a grease gun. You got a little grease zert on your on the end of your axle, and you can actually grease your wheel bearing yourself. The problem is you don't know when it's full, and so you may just be squirting, and it blows out the back of the seal. Not good. So it's always good, my recommendation, to take your RV in once a year, and part of the annual inspection, the checkup, if you will, like going to the doctor, part of that is checking your wheel bearings. There's a whole lot more that's involved in tire care and tire maintenance. If you're going to store an RV, you don't want to store the RV. You want to try to store it with the tires up actually off the ground, but not stuck on the ground. If you have to leave it on the ground, put it on blocks. We're going to try to get somebody on from a really high-quality tire manufacturer on very, very soon to talk about it. But those are just a few things to help prevent you from having a dangerous blowout on the side of the road. Because I'm telling you, brother, when it happens, it'll happen quick, and you're going to be scrambling for the phone number for CoachNet. Save me! The other thing is, a lot of fifth wheels and travel trailers, they don't come with a spare tire. Did you know that?
No. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's an extra. We all have, when we buy a car, we got a spare tire, we got a jack. Many people don't travel with a jack. They don't. It's like I never thought about it until it happens, and it's another way that manufacturers can lower the cost a little bit by not having a spare tire included, not having a jack included. Of course, you got to have a lug wrench. I suggest having a hydraulic jack, especially if you've got a great big Class A motorhome. But you need to think about those kinds of things because that's your only lifeline right there. Your tires, if your tires go out, your trip is cut right now. So
what about the guy who just came to our park this past weekend, and he was pulling that little
Mm-hmm.
cute vintage trailer, and he said he had just lost tread right coming into the park.
Yeah, this guy had like a 1966 Shasta, the cutest little vintage.
Adorable.
It was just adorable. But everything was it looked original. I'm sure that it was not the original tires, but he just shredded a tire right as he was pulling into our entrance gate, and he did not have a spare. But he didn't even think of that until, So think about a spare tire. Think about a jack. Think about a lug wrench. Think about a tire pressure gauge. One of the things I also recommend is that they've got these devices. They're less than $100. You can get them at PPL Motorhomes or Parts Superstore, and you can install them yourself. It will tell you the tire pressure and the temperature of each tire. It will talk to you, a little gauge that you put there on your dashboard, and it will help you when your tire or your wheel bearing's starting to heat up, your tire's starting to heat up or lose pressure before you have an accident. So,
that sounds like a must.
There's so many little things that will help your RV ownership, your RV travel experiences be so much better. So, all right, let's see. Next week, I promise we're going to try to get Mr. Thompson on from DeMontron to talk more about tires and wheel bearings and all that kind of stuff. What do we got? What do we got next? How much time we got? Not very much, right? We go to break at 16 after? 17 after. All right, so we got Al Pierce is on our Facebook Live. He's one of our resident RV inspectors, and he says that tires 5 to 7 years old are about pushing it right there. He says on a Class A motorhome. What we got? Somebody wants to know a list of our broadcast stations. Here's what you do. Go to our website and click on Listen. So thervshowusa.com, thervshowusa.com. Click on the Listen tab. Boom, it's going to pop up a page, a map of the nation. Click on your state, and it'll have a bunch of cities there, and you'll be able to see where in that city you'll be able to click and when to listen. You know, in Houston, we are actually we run on Sundays right now. We got a big announcement coming up soon. We just launched in St. Louis, and they run us on Sunday mornings. San Antonio runs us on Saturday mornings. So go to our website at the RV Show USA.
Oh, and Kelly has a question. If that device works on travel trailers or just on motorhomes?
It'll work on anything. It'll work on anything, Kelly. So, all right, up after the break, we're going to talk with our friend about, he's a fluids expert. If you got a motorhome, you're thinking about buying a used motorhome, you need to listen to this next segment. Then it's our destination of the week. I'm Alan Warren, the RV guy with the RV Gal and Goose. This is the RV Show USA. I want to take a minute and do a little bragging on my friends at PPL Motorhome.
What?
Exactly.
Yep.
What'd you say?
What'd you think there? Okay. Thank you, Mr. Pierce, because they have truck-type tires or just motorhomes. Oh, does that device? Okay. That was Kelly, right?
Yes.
Hello, David. What's happening?
When are you coming back to see us?
Hi, Tom. This is Goose from the RV Show USA. How's it going? Awesome. So we have a few minutes left in the break, but when we come back, we'll be with you for about 9 minutes.
We got to cover it real quick.
It's coming through great, but yeah, we've only, unfortunately, this is one of our shorter segments. We have just 9 minutes to get you taken care of. So, but we'll do what we can in the amount of time that we have. Thanks, sir.
All right, if you've not yet subscribed to our newsletter, please take a minute to do so. We will not bombard you with a bunch of spam. I promise you can jump off anytime you want. What, baby doll? I didn't see it. Oh, yeah. Here. You're going to need that to get back in. Okay.
All right.
So I got 3 minutes. We'll just kill your mic. You can go on.
Oh, David and Jennifer are coming back in 4 weeks.
Good.
Awesome.
Fishing ought to be great. All right, honey, what you do, you got to hold that cart right next to the lock. Listen, right next to the lock. Yeah, take that. If you need me, I don't know what to tell you. Listen, when you put it right next to the lock, it's going to stay red for just a second.
If you need to get in on the back door, there's a little button to push. But
there is.
Okay. Just take your time. Don't panic. I'll see you in a bit.
I'm not on again.
The end of the show you're on, baby doll. Maybe. I know you love being on the radio. You're so good at it.
2 minutes.
Watch, our viewers are going to go away. Like, we want Lisa. We want Lisa. the RV gal. Come back at 21 after the hour. Did any of that tire stuff make sense? I am not an expert, but I do a whole lot of watching. I watch the RV Geeks videos a lot, and I do a lot of reading, and I've got a little bit of experience, but I'm not the tire expert, that's for sure.
Our viewers went up when she left.
They left?
No, they went up when she left.
Oh, really? Oh, she's going to love hearing that. I'm going to tell her you said so there, Goose. No, I'm not. I won't say that. I won't throw you under the bus too hard. All right. Make sure that you tell us after the show. Lisa and I will be cutting another video, real short video. We'll be posting it, pinning it to the top of the group pages for a couple of days. Let us know your favorite place to go camping and RVing and why. And you could win a prize worth $400, which is an RV home tech study course, and you will love it. As they say, you can thank me later.
All right, so Steve, the days and the times for the show can be found on thervshowusa.com under the Listen tab.
And you click on the links, it'll tell you what day, what time. And that's changing all the time. We're picking up new affiliates. We got one out in Portland we're going to be announcing soon. And I think we got Santa Barbara, California coming on. So things are going pretty good. All
hang on, guys.
Hang on.
Our next guest comes to us when the RV Show USA rolls on.
And take the pledge to help keep it that way. We'll send you a free Texas State Park Guide. You gotta take care of Texas, it's the only one we got.
Sponsored by the Texas Commission on Environmental Quality.
The RV Show USA. Start living the RV dream today.
All right, we just wrapped up a quick segment talking a little bit about RV tires, and we also told you about the drawing that we're going to be holding over this next week. If you missed any of today's show, you can download the podcast at thervshowusa.com. On the homepage, look over on the right-hand side where it says iTunes. Click on it. You will see all of our shows, even some sort of standalone interviews, if you will. thervshowusa.com. On the phone with us right now is another man that I've wanted to visit with for a long time. He is super smart when it comes to lubricants. Folks, if you have a motorhome or you're thinking of buying a used motorhome, I think you will enjoy hearing what Mr. Tom Johnson has to say. Hey, Tom.
Hi, Alan.
We appreciate you being with us. I know we only have one quick segment, so let's hit the high points real quick. Tell us about you and JG Lubricants and your place in the RV industry, please.
Okay, a little bit about my background. I was an engineer for General Motors Powertrain Division and also for Allison Transmission. I was the Allison Transmission Fluids Engineer for about 20 years, and as part of that, we lived and died by oil analysis. Anytime we ran a test or field test or anything, we did oil analysis. So that's my background. I did that for 26 years, something like that. And I retired in 2009, took an early retirement, and started this company because I knew there were a lot of people out there with all kinds of vehicles, not just RVs, but all kinds that needed help. And think of this as health care. That's really what it is. It's health care for your RV. I think a while ago you said something about a blood test, and we talk that all the time. It is like a blood test. And so you pull a sample from the engine, the transmission, the generator, and the engine and the generator, of course, would be oil and coolant. So you would pull those basically 5 samples. We also do power steering fluid, differentials, any kind of fluid on the motorhome, we can do that. But there are these key components in the driveline need to be checked. I just talked to a guy from Houston today, called in and out of the blue, called in. He was a service tech, and he does all kinds of service vehicles, but one of them was for a fire department, and they found that their fire engines are beginning to fail because they had water in them from the floods. And so, that's one of the things we detect is water. And your old buddy and my buddy, Terry Cooper, was talking about that, I think, last time he was on the show, that I told Terry that anybody in Houston probably ought to check their vehicles for water, because Oil can only take about 0.1% of water, and after that, it turns into a milkshake.
So, from a motorhome standpoint, whether it's gas or diesel, are there really that many problems you see? Because I know you do thousands of tests. Is it very frequent that you come up with this one's been running hot, or is it? And what percentage would you say have a problem?
Well, you may not believe this, but I'm going to be going down to, Friday I leave. I'm going down to the National RV Inspectors Association conference in Heber Springs, Arkansas. And I'm going to talk about this very thing. So it's a very timely question. I just compiled the data from all the inspectors that are out there nationwide. We're the sole supplier to those folks. And I compiled their data, and believe it or not, coolants, about 2/3 of our coolant samples, and these are thousands of samples, come in abnormal. And maybe as many as 5% of those are critical, meaning that there's a serious problem. And the reason for that, I think, is, people tend to change their oil, but they really just kind of forget about the coolants. And 40% of engine failures are because coolants have turned bad, or there's something going on in the coolant system. So it's kind of a subtle problem, and these are things you don't know. And I call it throwing out the baby with the bathwater. And I've written a pamphlet on that. Even if you're just changing oil, you're being a good steward. You're changing your oil, you're changing your coolant. But if you're just throwing that away, you're throwing away valuable data that can tell you what's going on inside that component. And think about it in a motorhome real quick. There are really two modules. One is the chassis, and the other is the body sitting on the chassis. Well, the most expensive part of that motorhome is the driveline. I mean, you may have in a big Class A diesel pusher, you could have $30,000 to $50,000 in the driveline.
Wow.
The Allison transmission, these are heavy-duty automatic transmissions, 400 horsepower diesel engines, very expensive. And so, again, it's like healthcare. If you go to our webpage at jglubricantservices.com, we have an RV page. And if you go on there, we talk about these kinds of things. And we really recommend just a yearly checkup. Go in there and pull your samples.
How do I do that, Tom?
Alan, go ahead.
How do I pull the samples on my motorhome? And what do I do? How difficult is it? We only have about 2.5 minutes left. So
sure.
How much does it cost?
It's very easy to do. It's economical. I'm going to say the average is maybe $25 to $40 per sample. And that's, $25 to $40 versus a $25,000 transmission.
Wow.
So that's what we're talking about. So, and it's very easy. If you go to our webpage, at jglubricantservices.com, click on RV, there are videos there. We hired a professional trainer. He did videos for us that shows exactly how to pull the samples. And we also have a YouTube channel, and those are on there as well. So it's very easy to do, very economical. Anybody can do it. We have two types of customers. One is the do-it-yourself guy.
Right.
We have an online store. People buy our products. We ship it to their house. They take the sample and send it to our labs. We have 3: one in Houston, one in Houston, one in Salt Lake City, and one in Indianapolis. So that's where we process the samples, and then we email you the report.
Going back to what you said, though, Tom, it's make sure I understood this right. 2/3 of the samples that you take of engine coolant have got some kind of a spike, some kind of a problem with it?
Yeah, some sort of an issue.
Wow.
We talk about samples being either normal, abnormal, or critical. And those are on the reports, and so it draws your eye right to it. Here's what we found, here's what we call it, and here's the recommendation. And really, it can be anywhere from change your coolant to you need to get in and see somebody right away because there's some real damage here. But and engines are maybe I don't have the data in front of me, but like I said, I'm going to present this to the RV Inspectors Association on Saturday morning and go over all this data.
It sounds like to me, if I was looking at buying a used motorhome, especially from another individual, the outside may look great, but it's what's inside. It's like we were talking about a blood workup on human beings. It's what you do.
Exactly. Yeah, and the way we've been doing this for years, and on all kinds of equipment, including marine and everything else. But we sat down and talked with your old buddy Terry Cooper one day, and I just told Terry, I said, you guys have a great idea here doing, the RV inspections, but do you realize you're not looking at anything under the floor? And that's where all the money is.
Listen, Tom Johnson, we're up against a hard break. We got to get you back on soon. Tell us you'll join us again, will you?
I sure will. No problem
awesome.
at all.
We're going to
Thank you so much for having me on.
You bet. Folks, we're going to put up a link from thervshowusa.com over to Tom's website. You need to check him out if you got a motorhome. All right, we're going to go to sunny California after this, right here on the RV Show USA. Well, the Big Chief's gone crazy at Lake McCann.
No, she wasn't. She wasn't.
Your
mic wasn't on.
Your mic is up. It was on?
No, it was off.
Good.
That's what you told me when she was gone, to make sure her mic's off.
Sam, nobody loves the RV lifestyle more than the RV gal or me, except maybe, you know who loves the RV lifestyle? She does. She does right there. Right?
I love the RV lifestyle any time of the day. Especially when I get home tonight. I love the RV lifestyle.
We're going to know how much he loves the lifestyle when he starts misspelling his words, right?
So we've got about 3 minutes left
what
in our
word? The RV lifestyle?
break that we're in right now.
You
And
got
then
to
we come back
stop.
from that, Alan will introduce you, and we'll have you on for 2 segments, all right?
Is there something wrong with saying the RV lifestyle?
That's fine. All right, thank you to everybody. We've had a bunch of people subscribe to our newsletter tonight. Again, we want to hear after the show in about 30 minutes. Lisa and I are going to cut a quick little video. We're going to once again explain to everybody what this is all about. We want to hear, we need to get some great destinations, and we've got one coming on in just a couple of minutes, I promise you. But we want to hear what you have to say, your favorite places to RV and why. And we're going to put them in a hopper, so to speak. And then next week, at this time next week, Lisa will pick out a number. And
I won't be able to see it, so
that's right.
we're going to hide them, and
then the person that we pull out will win a prize worth 400 smackaroonies. That's right. Hey, Tom Johnson was good, wasn't he? I mean, can you believe 2/3? Lisa, I think you were. I don't know if you heard that. 2/3. This guy checks fluids. He checks the oil and the transmission fluid and your radiator coolant and all that, and of the thousands of tests that he has done, engine coolant, 2/3 of them have got some kind of a problem. 2/3.
oh my gosh, that's terrible.
That is. But
That's
you don't
terrible.
know it. You don't know it. And it's, get $100 and you get everything checked. You bit, get everything checked. I'll guarantee you I'd do it.
I would too, especially while I'm enjoying the RV lifestyle.
You got it. Or he is, Oh, Pedro is. Hey Ken, how you doing up in Minnesota? Cool up here tonight, 45. Was supposed to get. It was cool a couple of nights ago in at Lake McCann, and we got down to the. I think last night we got down to the 40s. What are you doing? Y'all enjoying the show? I hope you are, and I hope you'll join us each and every week, every Wednesday from 7 to 9 p.m. Central Time for our Facebook Live. We have a good time. We can't run commercials on Facebook. That's why we do this. And we appreciate each and every one of you. We really do. We've got some great people on, some great professionals within the industry, and we hope we provide some good information to you. So when you need to make a decision, you go to the right people. You make the right decision. You know, spending money on an RV, it ain't cheap, as they say. And we want to give you as much information as we can and point you in the right direction. All right, Goose, time to wrap it up and get on.
Yep. We go to our destination of the week next as the RV Show USA
rolls on.
Look.
You're not talking.
but the savings and the service you'll experience are well worth it. Connect with DeMontrond RV through our website, thervshowusa.com, thervshowusa.com, and click on Certified Dealers.
Big wheels straight ahead, never looking back. Big wheels, till lights gonna fade to black. Big wheels, take me down that road tonight.
All right, it's Alan Warren, the RV guy, and we are rolling along as we do each week to another fabulous destination. Our stop off today is out in sunny California to Ramona Oaks RV Park. Let's check in with resort manager Mr. Hayward Dropla. Hi, Hayward.
Hi, how are you today?
Doing great. Thanks for being with us. Now, for those who do not know where Ramona is, can you kind of describe it for us in terms of your location? California's not the smallest state around.
No. However, we're pretty easy to get to. We are very close to San Diego. We are in the foothills overlooking San Diego, to the east of San Diego, approximately 45-minute drive, with good traffic, of course. So we're located in the foothills, so we've got pretty good weather all the time, as Southern California always does. So.
Well, you know, when I think of California RV parks, I cannot help but imagine places that are super developed, busy, lots of traffic, lots of noise. But then I went to your website, your Facebook page, and Ramona Oaks is none of those things.
No, we're very fortunate with our location. We are populated, our park is populated mainly with old live oak trees, very shady oaks, and we are situated in a canyon that is just beautiful. We have 100 acres here. We sit on 105 acres. The actual RV park itself is on approximately 20 of those 105 acres. So there's plenty of room in the hills for hiking and mountain biking, just all kinds of activities. So it's nice and quiet out here in the country.
You know, whoever wrote the stuff on your website, I'm going to read just a sentence of it. It says, "No concrete pads here. Wild turkeys run throughout the park and many bird species, including red-headed woodpeckers, baby ducks." I mean, that just takes you there. The pictures are so beautiful. Like I said, it is not what I would have imagined from a California RV park.
Well, that's true, and I have to admit, when the owner purchased this park, I was a little bit leery, and then I came here to help him get it started up and get the park set up, and I literally instantly fell in love with this place. And it is true, we do have a small pond here that we stock, so it's catch and release fishing for the kids and stuff, but there are just all kinds of wildlife around it. And in the mornings, if you get up early enough, it is true, you can see tons of turkeys walking through the park. And then during the heat of the day, they go up and find their homes. But yeah, it's amazing to watch, and they're not afraid of you. So it's very fun.
And to immerse yourself in nature and to experience those beautiful big shade trees and the wildlife. I mean, that's what escaping is all about. And I imagine a lot of people from the San Diego area escape to Ramona Oaks to get away from the big city.
Well, it's true, they do. And the great part about that is, since that we are fairly close into the city, that it's an easy getaway for a nice weekend or a full week, because they come up here, they can just totally relax. It's very nice and quiet, and there are a lot of attractions in our nearby area here. So if you want to go out and do things, there are just plenty of things to do around here.
What is the history of Ramona Oaks? I mean, because it's obvious that it's not a brand new facility. Y'all have been around for a while.
The park has been here for quite a while. It is my understanding that the park actually came into being in the very late 60s, early 70s. And our clubhouse used to be an actual working barn for the horses and stuff, and has obviously been converted. And there was an old riding arena here for when it was a ranch those many years ago, and that is now where our miniature golf and dog runs and things like that are. So the The park was not always open to the public. It was a private park for many years, and then the current owner decided to open it to the public, and it has just been wonderful, extremely well received with people coming out. We've just had a wonderful time with everyone coming and visiting.
Well, I got to tell you, the reviews are just outstanding, and I'm already getting the signal. We got to jump for a quick timeout. Can you hang on and join us for another segment?
You bet. Thank you very much. I'd love to.
You betcha. All right, folks, this is the RV Show USA, and we are just getting started talking about this hidden gem of an RV park in Ramona, California, down by San Diego. For those who subscribe to our email newsletter, we're going to send you a coupon for a free night stay to Ramona Oaks as sort of our way of saying thank you for listening and supporting our show. You can add your name to our email list at thervshowusa.com. That's thervshowusa.com. Quick break. Be right back.
Have you ever dreamed of an amazing life combining...
So we have some people who are going to end up going to Ramona who live in that area. Yeah.
It's a beautiful, I've never been, but it sure looks pretty. And we're going to send out everybody that's on our email list. But we do that each week. So, we don't charge, seriously, we don't charge the RV parks and RV resorts to promote them. Our friends at AGS Publications tell us these great places, but we want to hear from you. And so what happens is we talk about them, we tell the public about them, and sort of a thank you, the RV park allows our listeners to come out there and stay a night for free. So it's a really good deal for our listeners. It's a great deal, great promotion for our RV parks. And again, right after the show, we're going to be having that. We're going to tell you about this drawing. We want you to tell us where your favorite place to RV and camp is and why. Because we're going to have a drawing this next week. Right now, this next week, this time. Right?
Yes. That's very true. We are going.
Why did you take?
I thought it was mine and it was in my way.
No, it was mine and it was in your way.
Okay, well, it's still in my way.
All right, so let's see what we got here. Wake up, wake up. How are we doing, Lisa?
We're doing great. Excellent.
So that sounds like a fun place to go, Ramona.
Yeah, it sounds beautiful.
It is really nice.
Very
It sounds gorgeous.
I mean, it's we can't play the Yogi song for it. So.
No. Do you know what? It's a whole different thing. Other than, the Jellystone parks are great. They're great. Mm-hmm. But it's sort of the Disneyland of RV parks. And that's fine. Yeah, it's fine. But this is an extremely laid back.
Yeah. But you know where the happiest RV park in the world is? This Big Chief RV and Camping Resort.
There you go.
Lake Buchanan and Burnett, Texas.
Now you're talking my language.
And you've never even been there. You drive right by all the time. You need to
Not all the time.
You do drive right by?
Not all the time.
He drives by 10 minutes away.
10 minutes away?
Sometimes I go to Marble Falls.
What for?
For lunch.
You don't have to ask him
for what.
For lunch and movies and stuff
At
sometimes.
The Blue Bonnet?
I don't think I've been to Blue Bonnet, actually.
You haven't?
All right, I guess my Pedro is still watching.
Well, the Chili's over there is pretty good.
It is good.
And that restaurant right next door to is pretty good
I love that
too.
one. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Because you can sit outside.
Hey, Sam, I think RV Nana's going to be on with us next week. Pretty sure she is. She's traveling this week, as you know, but she's going to be on next week.
Is she enjoying the RV lifestyle?
She always enjoys the RV lifestyle.
So this week, if you're at PPL there in Houston, you can't ask for the RV Nana Diana Blanc, but you can certainly ask for Sam. And so if you're interested in a used motorhome, live near Houston, you might want to go to PPL Motorhomes and ask for Sam.
The sound doesn't does not match the moving mouths.
Uh-oh.
What?
What Jeff just said.
How much have you had to drink, Jeff?
Oh, Lord. Here we go.
Just playing with you. We got 20 seconds.
Back with Hayward here in just a moment as the RV Show USA rolls on.
Will. Thanks, Diana.
Thanks, Alan.
Folks, if you're looking for a great deal on a used RV, you gotta check out PPL Motorhomes. They're in New Braunfels at exit 193, and they're open today at 9 a.m. PPL Motorhomes, exit 193 in New Braunfels. I got a little Ramones action going there to get us back into the California mode. Welcome back to the RV Show USA, everybody, where today's destination of the week is in sunny California, a place called Ramona Oaks RV Park. Hayward, you still with us?
I am, sir.
All right, well, good deal. What is your background, Hayward?
Well, my background, I go back to a lot of different jobs, but I have been in the RV industry a very long time. I started back in the mid-'80s as a marketing manager for Thousand Trails Resorts for the West Coast. I started in the Seattle area and then took over the West Coast special programs marketing. And then I'd been with managing parks up in Oregon, Northern California, and here. So I've been in the industry a long time.
So you've seen a lot of RV parks. It sounds like you've been to a lot of places. How does of course, you're going to say nice things about Ramona Oaks, but how does it compare? How does the lifestyle for you, Hayward, compare to some of the other places you worked? And I want you to kind of transition that into what the people experience when they're there.
Sure. You know, we're an older park, as you mentioned before, so people are nowadays, a lot of things, they think they're going to come and find the paved sites and everything, and although all of our sites are nice, they're beautiful sites and level, they the gravel and the ambiance of the sites make you feel like you're really in the country. Unlike some of the parks that I have managed in the past that were beautiful parks, but you felt like you were in a parking lot and there wasn't a whole lot of room. And here, our sites are pretty roomy, give you plenty of room to spread out and really enjoy yourself. So that's one of the major differences here.
And you have cabins as well?
We do. We do have a couple of cabins, and the plan is, hopefully, to add several more cabins here, too. They've been quite popular these days to have the cabins.
I was going to ask you, about the clientele. It looks like you've got such a great family destination that people can go, and you got something like you said, miniature golf for the kids, and you can play around the lake and go on hikes, and it just looks like it's a great family destination.
Sure, we are a very family-oriented RV resort, and we have just a beautiful what they call a junior Olympic pool for the kids and for everybody. We have, a spa for the adults. We have a beautiful playground for the children and stuff. So we really encourage kids to come, ride their bikes, have fun in our park. That's 100% what we're about, is having fun, families coming and having a great time.
That's one of the things that I enjoy seeing. We have a place up in Central Texas, is seeing kids that are doing the old-fashioned stuff, just having fun, not on their phones, not on their electronic gadgets. They're riding bikes and throwing rocks and taking hikes, and they're just enjoying themselves and doing what I think kids are meant to do, have fun outdoors.
Exactly. And we do stock the pond, so a lot of our fish in our newly stocked pond are kind of small, but still the expression on these children's faces when they catch even just a small fish is just absolutely stunning. I have a blast out here every day watching the people in the park. It is so much fun.
Now, the weather, I know, down there in Southern California is beautiful, and in fact, near San Diego, it's beautiful just about all year round. Is there a busy season? Do y'all still stay busy in the wintertime?
Actually, we do we're not crowded. We're not crowded during the winter time. We do stay busy during the winter time, but obviously our main time, because we are such a family park, when the kids are out of school. So from May through September, we stay very busy, and then we stay pretty busy on weekends after that. We have an awful lot of people that come down, snowbirds that will come down and stay because of the beautiful weather that we have here. So it's really great. We do stay busy, but
Yeah, I
it's
was gonna
not
ask
full.
you.
We have room.
I was going to ask you about the snowbirds, and you're big enough. With how many sites? 100, more than 100 sites.
Yeah, we have 130 sites here at the park.
So you're big enough to have some monthlies, some long-staying. So people want to escape the cold up north, they come down to beautiful Southern California, huh?
That is true. And so we've got plenty of room for everybody, and we can take any size RV, which is great. And we have a big storage area here for them. If they're towing another trailer, big motorhome, towing trailers, we do have storage areas and things. So we can just accommodate any size, any rig.
Any plans on improvements over the next coming months, the fall and winter, that your guests are going to see next spring and summer, maybe?
Well, we have a lot of plans. The owner of this park is all about renovating this park. He has already done an extreme amount of renovations to this park since he bought it 2 years ago. And this winter we are planning a lot of renovations, and he is really investing a lot of money back in the infrastructure of the park to make it better for everybody. It's just going to be beautiful. It will just get prettier and prettier as we go along.
You know, it sounds like you love your job, Hayward. I mean, you love being with the people that love to get outdoors and connect with their family and connect with nature. I can hear it in your voice.
Well, I do. I do really love this job. I love being in this industry. The industry is wonderful. I also have to take my hat off and give kudos to all of my work campers that are here, because without them, we wouldn't have the ability to service our guests the way they need to be. So I'm very fortunate that I have a staff here that is just amazing.
Amen. You know, I say that there's a lot of places, and there's thousands of places you can go in RV and hook up, but there's not thousands of places with the combination of the beautiful surroundings and the beautiful people, the people that have good hearts and know how to take care of people and anticipate their needs and make them really feel at home. And so it sounds like you've done that at Ramona Oaks, and you should be commended for doing such a good job.
I don't know. I always say that it's not me. It's all the people that are out there actually working every day in the field, and they're the ones. And, so my hat's off to them.
All right,
they do a great job.
That's what a great leader always does, is give credit to the other people. All right, we're running up against the clock. Got to call it there. Thank you for being with us. Thanks for being our destination of the week and providing this coupon for our listeners. Okay.
It has been my pleasure. Thank you so much.
You bet. We'll talk again. Folks, that was, if you want to go out to Southern California and stay at a beautiful place, it's called Ramona Oaks RV Park. It is absolutely beautiful. You can find out more about it. You can connect with them at thervshowusa.com. If you subscribe to our newsletter, we'll send you a coupon to stay there for free, thanks to Hayward and his team. thervshowusa.com. One more segment to go. Y'all don't go away.
Are you an RV enthusiast looking for your next adventure?
Is she teasing somebody? She's got that look on her face. It's a guilty look, I'm telling you.
No.
Yeah, it is.
Not.
She only get that look around you, Alan.
Yeah. All right. So how we doing?
Good.
Thank you. Good. Fine. Hi.
Hi.
Yeah. All right, y'all stick around. At the end of the show, we're going to start the contest, and we want to hear from you. Didn't Ramona Oaks sound like a great place?
It did. It sounded really cool.
Hayward he's so calm, so cool, so smooth, and I wish I could be half that smooth up at Big Chief. It's like,
He has a radio voice, too.
He does have a radio voice.
I have a radio face.
Yes, you do.
Thank you.
Full-time RVer here, and for the most part, work campers suck. Some of them do, I'm telling you. Some of them do, and I've had my share of bad ones. The good ones, though, are hard to beat. And I've learned that if you vet the work campers that apply, and there's getting more and more good ones, there really are. There's a lot of people that are just freeloaders. They want a T-shirt and a golf cart and a paycheck. That's the truth, and you probably know what I'm talking about. But there's people that still want to work from the old school, that are happy, and they're wanting to stay active, and there's places where you can find those kind of people and find those kind of jobs. This is a short break. How much time we got?
About a minute.
A little bit over a minute.
A minuet.
Something like that.
3,000 miles away, Steve. So where are you, Steve Giano? Where is he from?
In Ramona Oaks he's definitely going to make it over there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's great.
awesome.
That's
It
awesome.
really is. It sounds beautiful. If you go to
Oh,
the
it
website, they got a lake there. They got turkeys walking through your campsite. I think that's pretty cool.
So,
Yeah.
so you
I'm
go
a
out there
wildlife-
and walk through their campsite?
Yeah, I can walk through with all the other turkeys,
Alan walks through the campsites up at Big Chief, and they call him a turkey.
among other things, right?
Yeah.
That's the FCC
Yeah,
word we
They're
can
like,
say.
oh, no. Here comes the
Turkey.
turkey.
Here comes
Yeah,
the
there we
turkey. Oh, goodness. All right.
You're going to do this.
All right.
Do what?
Stay tuned. Last segment of the RV Show coming up for the week with the RV Show USA rolls on.
For our super clean, fully furnished on-the-water cabins. Pay for one night, get the second night free. Make your reservation today at BigChiefRVResort.com.
The RV Show USA.
All right, all during the show today, we've been talking about the prize drawing that we're going to have a week from today, and the reason we are doing it is simple. We want to hear from our listeners. We really do. This is your show, folks, and what you say is important to us. Since we are always on the lookout for a super destination of the week, like we just talked about, we know that if anybody knows where those great places to RV and camp are, it is our listeners. So we want to hear from you with your suggestions on your favorite RV park or resort and why it is your favorite. And we want you to post your submission on the RV Show USA Facebook page or on any of our state RV and camping group pages that we have on Facebook. Real simple. You can go to our website, click on the Listen tab, and then the map of the United States is going to pop up. Click on the state where you do most of your RVing and camping, and then scroll down until you see the link that will take you to one of our group pages, okay? Click on it. Of all the submissions that we receive over the next week, we're going to put them into a big hopper, kind of like this, and Lisa's going to be doing the drawing 1 week from right now. So she's going to pick out somebody. Each one of these little things has got a number on it. It'll correspond to somebody on a list, and the one that she picks, that person will win a $400 or a prize worth $400. So again, your input is great because it helps us find more excellent places to tell you about, and it gives us new people to interview here on the show. And again, somebody's going to win a prize worth $400. Just go to thervshowusa.com, click on Listen, find the state and that you're in, that you camp an RV in, and click on it, join the state group page, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Again, we would like to invite you to subscribe to our newsletter. We do the RV Minute. The RV Minute is about 1 or 2 minutes long, and I do a little thing, a podcast each day, kind of a mini podcast to jumpstart your day. And if you subscribe to our newsletter, we'll send it out to you Monday through Friday. You can listen to it. We don't sell your information to anybody, I promise. And if you ever want to get off of our email list, no big deal, just unsubscribe. But we want to stay connected to people that love the RV lifestyle. So, you can go to thervshowusa.com. Subscribe, and you'll get the RV Minute sent right to you. Before we get out of here today, we also invite you to subscribe to our friends Peter and John, the RV Geeks, their YouTube channel, like more than 100,000 other people have. Follow their videos. These guys, they do a great job with all kinds of subjects pertaining to RVing, and especially for you do-it-yourselfers. All right, what else? I guess that's about it, except for saying thank you to each and every one of y'all for listening. For you folks, you're a part of our extended RVing family. You really are, and we promise to continue to do our best to bring you the best in a fun, info-filled program with the RVer and RVing family in mind. Thank you so much for spending some of your day with us. And again, for our new listeners over in St. Louis and our friends at Byerly RV in Eureka, glad to have y'all on the team. Let's wrap it up, fellas. 1, 2.
The RV Show USA. Start living the RV dream today. Come on, America, let's hit the road. So many things to see, so many places to go. Freedom and fun go hand in hand when you're rolling in your RV car.
All right, y'all. Thank you again very much. Make sure you subscribe to our newsletter. Won't bombard you with emails. Won't sell your information to anybody. And tell your friends about us. Invite them to join us. We'll see you next Wednesday starting at 7 p.m. Central Time. We'll try to have the RV gal in here with us again. Okay? Thank you very much. Bye-bye.